A Hunter in Teyvat, Chapter 65b, Fan Fiction, by Azazyel. Ganyu call upon General Alatus, or better known as the Conqueror of Demons. He can literally teleport across Liyue without too many issues. He can deal with finding the truth and warning the Adepti and even the Lord of Geo. Now Yelan, don't bother breaking into my house again in the middle of the night to be a voyeur. I am just going home to eat and then go to bed, I said, feeling the weight of my soul deep exhaustion making me more irritable than usual. But like before, Ningguang just tittered as she looked between me and Yelan while raising an eyebrow. Ho, I didn't know you could sense Yelan when she went invisible, Jake. That's an interesting skill, as she can even escape the senses of harbingers when she does so. I was literally about to say something about how I could smell her, or about I could hear her doing her side of things as I was in bed with Eula and Lumen as we christened the house, but even in my tired state, I realized that was too crass, so I just grunted and turned around. I gave my warning. If you have any jobs for me and my girls, just send someone to tell us, but I am heading home for now, I said, waving my hand backwards as I heard Kaching snort at my evasion over Yelan's little invisibility skill. I quickly made my home, and I did wake up a bit when I threw myself off the jade chamber so I could glide back home on my wingsuit. So when I got home, I was able to truly smile in comfort to the smell of a home-cooked meal filling the air and the voices of my girls all conversing in the kitchen. Hey girls, I am back, I called out as I kicked off my shoes, and as I came into the living room, I saw that Lumen was working in the kitchen on some kind of dish, and her previously burnt feet had already lost their redness and looked to be perfectly fine. Welcome back, Paimon yelled as she whirled away from where she was watching Lumen working on her food, and likewise, the blonde beauty also tilted her head to the side as she looked back at me with a soft smile to welcome me back home. I am making some creamy pasta with vegetables, Lumen spoke as I came up behind her in the kitchen and wrapped my arms around her stomach so I could tuck my chin over her head so I could hug and watch her work as Paimon gave me a quick side hug and then began chattering herself. Oh yeah, Jake, Paimon went with Eula and Yanfei to go talk to that Madame Ping, and oh my gosh, she was so sweet to Paimon and the others. Honestly, she was like Liyue's beloved grandma really, Paimon excitedly exclaimed as she went on to talk about how they told Madame Ping, who was also an Adeptus, about the escape of Azdaha. But she doesn't even seem to care. Saying this hocus-pocus about how the Lord of Geo will deal with it and how the big dragon was obviously going to be greatly faded in comparison to what he once was. Someone should have said that to Dvalin when he was throwing tornadoes in the middle of Mondstadt and snatching people up into the sky. Paimon complained, bringing up the time the storm dragon did just to me and Lumen. Even as Paimon talked, I held Lumen in an affectionate-filled embrace as she bobbed side to side in comfort as she stirred the pasta that was cooking at a high heat, and after a minute, I felt Eula herself tuck herself against my side as she sought to give us both a silent hug as well.